What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another toy review, the biggest toy review I've ever done. Trying to get back and trying to get into this review game, being a, person you can trust for toy reviews. So this is going to be a challenging one, but this is one, to be honest with you guys, I have canceled this pre-order about 3 or 4 times. I've watched a lot of other reviews on this item, and finally decided to pull the trigger on this one just due to the fact that the vintage is so darn expensive. What are we talking about? We are talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Technodrome. This, of course, is the Amazon exclusive. Runs you $79.99. As you can see, we got some really nice packaging here. Looks really, really cool. Not a complete reproduction of the packaging from the 80s, but it's cool. I like the updated version. Get a sense of everything that you get with this. You guys kind of know, if you're a Turtle fan at all, you kind of know what you're going to get with this thing. And to be honest with you, I was trying to think the other day, have I ever had a Technodrome? I think I have, but that was a long time ago. So let's do it. Let's head over to the review table. Let's take a look at the Playmates Technodrome from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, guys, here we go. Technodrome all put together. It took a while. Now, I've heard people taking like 2 hours. I'll tell you what, it didn't take me 2 hours. It took maybe 45 minutes, an hour. So taking 2 hours, I don't know what you're doing. Because the instructions aren't that bad. I know a lot of other reviews have kind of gone over the build. I mean, honestly, guys, I'm going to show you the instructions here. Really not that complicated. I mean, I think they're pretty simple myself. It takes you longer, whatever, but it took me about 45 minutes, I'd say. As you can see here, clearly marked where the stickers go for the most part. There are a couple of little areas, but the instructions are not bad. I've definitely had worse instructions. And then the back kind of leads you into the exterior of the Technodrome and some of the added stuff once you get it into the playset mode. So we are going to do 2 different looks at this thing. First, we're going to start out with the way I'm going to display it. The way I'm going to display this thing is just like this, because this thing is about 10-15% smaller than the vintage Technodrome. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why did I buy this over the vintage since I'm a vintage collector? Well, the cheapest Technodrome I could find, vintage-wise, was like $225. This set me back $80. That's why. I'll save $145 to buy something else. So there you go. That's why. It's really that simple. This is definitely too small. We will get into that a little bit more once we open this thing up and I show you. But really just Playmates kind of screwed this up for the playset mode. Now, for the actual Technodrome mode, I think it's fine. You know, all the TMNT vehicles are too freaking big and do not line up. They are not to scale with each other. If this was to scale, this would be the size of my whole room because the Technodrome's a huge vehicle. So let's get in a little bit closer here. Of course, we have the eye up top. That looks really good. Nothing wrong with that. There are a ton of stickers. All these little orange parts here that you'll see are stickers. So you've got a ton of stickers to put on this bad boy, which is fine. It's not a huge deal. Also down here, sticker, lots of stickers. Lots of guns. Really looks cool. I mean, everybody loves this vehicle. I think I had this as a kid. I still can't remember if I did, but a lot of stickers. Got moving parts. We have the manhole that opens up. More stickers there. That's cool. All the guns move. That gun moves. Nothing wrong with that. That looks cool. This gun moves. This is supposed to be a handheld gun. I can tell you right now, Bebop and Rocksteady don't fit on there. But a handheld gun moves up. These smaller guns even move around. So yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you guys remember from the vintage playset, and really just on a smaller scale. But it's that smaller scale that's hurting this thing, and it's gonna make it lower the score big time. Also got the canopy. Let's raise it up. The canopy there that opens up and doesn't fit figures very well either. But yeah, I mean, the aesthetics of it, the way it looks from the outside, is exactly what I was after, and I'm totally fine with that. I think one other thing that I was pleasantly surprised about, I thought this was going to be a crappy plastic. I thought this plastic was not going to be any good at all. It's actually really good. It's a lot more sturdy than I thought it was going to be. It's not bad at all. So I'm pretty happy about that. Of course, the ramp comes down. We'll get to it in a minute, but the eye will come down as well. So really all the same functions as the vintage Technodrome that you guys know and love. So let's get to the not so good, because this part is great. If I was rating it off just this part, I'm going to give it like a 9 out of 10 because I think it's great. But we're going to get to the not so good part. Let's open it up, turn it into a playset. We'll kind of go freehand on the camera angle, and I'll show you guys why this ultimately is a fail by Playmates. All right, here we go, all opened up. I've got a couple of figures that we can show the not so nice parts of this and why I believe it is actually a fail ultimately from Playmates. But before we get to the figures, let me show you guys kind of some of the details that you get on the inside. Most of the details are sticker wise, but that's okay. That kind of matches up to what we saw with the vintage. There's Shredder's area. Most of the details and most of the paint that you see is sticker oriented. Of course, we have Shredder's little throne there. We have a cannon up top, and then like a little mutagen bed thing going on down there. I'll tell you now, the figures don't fit very good there. That's unfortunate. Also, we've got Shredder's control pad with the little strengths. That's cool. I like that. Shredder does fit a little bit better up there, which is fine, and really no big problem there. Let's get over to the eyeball area and the jail. The jail cell actually works pretty good. It's got a trap door right here, as you guys can see. See if I can go ahead and get it up there. There we go. Actually stays pretty good. Takes just a little bit of pressure, goes down. Not bad. We've also got Bebop and Rocksteady's little battle stations. Tell you now, Bebop and Rocksteady do not fit in those battle stations. So that's a little unfortunate. The actual eye moves pretty well. No big deal with that. We have no problem with that. You can get a figure here a little bit, but again, the weight's going to knock him down and he's going to go into the jail cell. So yeah, playability is just not that great on this thing, unfortunately. So let's head over to the other side. I'll kind of show you guys what it looks like from this side. Now, one other thing that I'm going to mention, Crane's little area here also is a bit of a fail, because you have the vintage or the retro Crane. This is the whole reason there's a hole in Crane. A lot of people wondered about that back in the day. The whole reason is to put him on here. Well, he doesn't really fit too well. It's more of a balancing act. I mean, you can get him to stay. You guys can see that right there. He stays fine. But, I mean, doesn't take much to get him off center. So, again, I think that's a fail. But other than that, pretty true to the vintage. A lot of good stickers. I'm not the best at putting the stickers on, but I think I did an okay job. And I think it looks good. It does look good. It's just too freaking small. Honestly, that's really the problem. The details are there. I've got some restraints there too, where you can hang up some turtles and stuff. And, you know, that's really pretty much it. We've got the cannons. The cannons all move, again, like I mentioned before. But really, it's just the size that's really hurting this thing, unfortunately. Of course, that opens again. I heard somebody say that the sewer tunnels will fit to this, so we'll try that too here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and get some figures. I'll set up the camera and we'll see how badly the figures actually fit on this. All right, so a couple of areas on the first side. Obviously, Shredder doesn't fit in there. He doesn't fit in there at all. It's a terrible fit. I don't know why anybody would have thought that Shredder would fit in. When you shrink this size and don't shrink the figures, it's a no-go. So Shredder does not fit in that throne very good at all. As far as Donatello goes, he'll get on there, but I mean, I've got him bent up like a pretzel and he's not really fitting either. He's always slamming into the cage itself. So that's unfortunate there, which, you know, that's one of the best play features of this. Let's go ahead and take Donatello, try to put him in mutagen part 2. Again, super tight fit there. Like, it's okay, he gets in there, but it's just not the best fit. I did see a review where somebody was taking the Super 7 reaction figures and putting them on there, and that actually worked better, I thought. Let's go ahead and put Donatello in the jail cell. That's okay. He actually fits in the jail cell just fine. Nothing really wrong with that. I think if you reorganized him a little bit, he would fit in there just fine with no problem. So that's all right. Let's go ahead and get Donatello out of there if I can. Again, he gets in there and it's tough to get him out then. So there we go. We got Donatello out now, maybe. There we go. As far as the sewer part itself, you can get him in there, but he's got to kind of crawl in there, as you can see there. So, you know, I mean, again, I think just it being too small is really an issue. He is probably going to be a better fit. I mean, he pretty much fits in the control panel where Bebop and Rocksteady would go. He fits in really good there. And then over on this side, I mean, it's good enough. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So Bebop and Rocksteady are a lot bigger. They won't fit nearly as well. So there you go. Figure compatibility is really not the best with this thing. All right, so we've looked at it with it all closed up, looked at it with it all opened. Some final thoughts is I think it's good. If you want a Technodrome just like I did, I think you should get it. If you're expecting it to be as good as the vintage one, I don't think you should get it because, again, the figure compatibility with it is not the best. Let's actually head over here real quick. I know we're going all gorilla style on this. We're going to grab a 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figure. Now, I mentioned that the Super 7 figures did fit in there better. So as you can see, there's a little bit better matchup there. If you put them down here, yeah, that's a lot better fit. That's a hell of a lot better fit. Much, much better. Also, up here on the control panel, yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at. I think if you're going to get this and you want to have the playability with it, get the Super 7 Reaction Ninja Turtles that are about the same size as the retro Star Wars. I think that will do you right. I don't have any, so I can't show you guys, but I'm giving you my honest opinion where I think the smaller 3 3/4 inch 5 POA figures are going to do you better for this particular product. Other than that, I think the detail's good. I think the quality itself is good. I didn't notice anything with really flimsy plastic or anything like that. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with it for the most part for what I'm going to use it for. But I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to say, you know, I'm paying $80. It should be compatible with everything I'm doing. And hey, I'm with you. I totally agree that that should be the case, that this thing should do everything you want. But unfortunately, Playmates, some reason, decided to shrink it up to not quite be the same size as the original model that we got. So, you know, those are the breaks. It's going to be $80 in stock right now on Amazon. I think it's same day delivery I saw earlier today. So if you want it, if you want to buy yourself a Christmas present, you want to buy your kids a Christmas present, $80, you'll get it the same damn day. So there you go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. I think it is a misstep, but for what I'm doing, I'm happy with it. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think. I know this is a lot of controversy on a really desired toy this year. So let me know what you think in the comments. And we will see you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you soon. Later.